Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Rapichas here. I wanted to show you this game, which I myself wanted to check for some time between Vishy Anand and Gary Kasparov from their match in 1995. I actually checked that, of course, Gary was the champion and he had his own format, but it was, I mean, considering other options which came later, was pretty good. It was a big Grand Swiss, basically a large opening where you had to play and take at least 7th place to get to candidate matches. And the 8th player was Nigel Short. And so the winner was eventually Anand, who beat Kamsky in the finals of candidates and played Gary Kasparov. So very reasonable setting for playing the championships. And another idea is that what I wanted to say that Kasparov has been since then person and Anand after that became champion. He became champion like 5 times, and every time when he was champion, everybody was saying that, well, but he lost to Kasparov, and I think until uh, 12, 2012 when Anand played with Gelfand, still everybody was saying that, I mean, Anand was like much worse than Gary. Okay, let's see the game. It's the 8th game, and it's a 9th game, and previous 8 ended in a draw. So at that time it was pretty long. Um, Absolute record has been 17 games in Kasparov-Karpov match, but now we've had match between Caruana and Carlsen with 12 consecutive draws and just a tie break. So, but it's not something new for sure. Anand played e4. Gary played his favorite move c5, knight f3, d6, knight off, takes takes, knight to f6, forcing white to play knight c3, the only logical move here. a6 and bishop e2. So at that time it was pretty popular. Now I think Carlsen plays this variation quite a lot, but now overwhelmingly popular is bishop to g5 and playing for queenside castling and having a long theory. e6, a4, and bishop to e3. So this is all very well known. I'm not like pro chess player, but I'm pretty sure I've had this position with black and white. f4, king h1, rook to e8. I would play bishop to d7 here, bishop d7, and knight to b3. Knight to b3 is a bit move which I don't expect many players would play right now, because these GMs they always fight for tempi. Yeah? They want to force black to capture and play bishop to d4 or queen d4, and basically their strategy is to fight for this tempi. Knight b3 is a little bit passive. And knight a5. I like this move by Gary because he knows he needs to trade at least one piece and then play bishop c6, and he's all right. Queen a5 and queen d3. This is like Carlsen played moves like this a lot. d8, rook d1. I wouldn't even consider it, but this is probably home prep. Connected with the idea to play this move b4. Bishop to c6 and b4. So Anand, when I play Sicilian with white, I always try to attack the king, play some moves like g4, and you know, play queen e1, queen h4, something like this. But I think Anand is well known for playing like on the queen side, where normally black gets his counterplay. So this is another example, and he plays b4. So if you capture here, actually black loses queen after this move, bishop b6, and your queen is lost. So you cannot capture it. Queen c7, b5. Again, just advancing, and if black takes, I think this is pretty good for whites. I would play this move probably, and white controls the a file, and they can play b6, and a lot just have very good initiative, very good position. So Gary goes backwards, rook b1, just reinforcing, and takes with the knight. You cannot take with yeah, you can take with the pawn actually, but I'm saying that when I'm playing this, I usually get problems with the c2 pawn, and this rook here is a little bit misplaced. So he takes with the knight and takes with the queen. Again, this pawn is you cannot capture it, because if you take it, then queen is lost, I think, for this reason. Yeah, and you lose a queen. So rook e8 and c4. So white got two bishops. They have this weak pawn on b7, and they can play e5 at some point, and they're just much better. Gary plays e5. Bishop b6, forcing queen back to c8, takes, and a5. I don't. Anand says that he has better position, but he believed that black can somehow defend. The problem is that there is no the standard counterplay on the queen side, and I mean, really attacking the king is very hard in Sicilian with black. Bishop f8, h3, queen e6. So Gary is defending actually very well according to engine. These are makes a lot of best moves, and now he has some, I don't know, potential maybe to maneuver his knight, but it takes extremely a lot of time. So rook d5, and Gary fall for that. He took this rook, whereas engine says that he could have continued something like h5, and or playing g6, for instance. Yeah, just not capturing it and allowing, you know, this pawn avalanche in the center. So he took, and then took back, and queen to g6. So his idea is probably to play e4 and then maneuver rook somewhere here, but I honestly don't see how it's enough, because white just advancing. c5 is the best move, bishop e2, and rook to e5. D6 is not possible, because bishop takes d6. So Anand found this queen d6 defending the pawn, rook g5, and just rook g1. Again, this exchange, because of this bad rook, is not. I cannot say that black has, you know, material advantage, and white can continue by taking the pawn. And these two pieces are not enough actually to attack the king. e3, d6 with idea to capture and like bring queen to defense. So he took the queen e6, threatening mate in 2, and just king h2, defending the h3 and attacking the rook. And in this position, Kasparov resigned. So very convincing win. You know, with sacrifice of the exchange and then attacking, not letting Gary to attack because Gary was good with, you know, when he had pieces near the king, he could create some tactic, yeah, but we see here that no tactic works out. All right, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.